At this depth, the ship is geography, iron cliffs, and silence. Outside steel can cut like glass. Treat every edge as live. Entry confirmed, this is our way back out. The wreck grants passage in inches, not steps. Inside now, move like the silt is smoke. Good line discipline is how you survive bad visibility.
Correct junctions hash, mailroom branch.
Mail routes were lifelines. Now they're archaeological paths. Map first, move second. Movement makes the room change. Administrative objects endure because they're dense and sheltered. Registered meant trust. Here it means the ocean preserved the label. Plan your exit while you still feel calm. Documentation is our only take. Nothing leaves with us. Correct junction, en route. Narrow corridors are where wrecks take equipment. Maintenance kept grandeur running until physics cancelled the timetable.
Precision survived because it was stored. People didn't.
Traces tell you where people brushed past in the worst moments. A locket is a private universe found in a public catastrophe. The wreck's shape decided where some people ended, and this is a human story, not a spectacle. We acknowledge, we document, and we leave it exactly as it lies. Every meter out is earned. Keep it clean. Stairwell seen. This landmark keeps us honest. Utilities map the ship as clearly as any sign. Doorways are pinch points. Treat them like traps.
Porcelain endures, comfort reduced to cold minerals.
Personal items survive when they're sheltered and heavy. Keep the line clean. Clean line, clean exit.
Repeated landmarks reduce cognitive load when things go wrong.
Wide rooms still have choke points. Debris makes invisible walls. A spice label can outlive an empire of steel. Protect the line like it's life support, because it is.
Public rooms were built to impress. Now they instruct humility.
Large spaces collect collapse debris. Big rooms, big risks.
Ephemera becomes evidence, proof of ordinary nights.
Keep the exit simple. Complexity is how you get lost.
The safest path is the one you can repeat.
Stairwell confirmed, en route.
Openings change flow. Flow changes visibility.
Dangerous animals down here are simple. Give them space and keep your line clear. Crack noted, this is a landmark and a warning.
Correct line, en route.
Near the bridge, the ship's authority once lived. Now only fragments remain.
This is where restraint matters. Old metal fails without warning.
Mark the decision points so the route stays clear when stress rises. Big spaces inside a wreck still have choke points. Ceiling first, then floor.
Command used to be immediate. Now it's only dial and silence.
If the door moves, assume it can also collapse. Commit carefully. Navigation was a craft of paper and angles. Now it's a room of ghosts, only in the record. Precision survives as fragments, enough to prove what the room was for. Small silt out, stop first, then think.
Collect handling is boring on purpose. Stillness restores the room.
Silt settled. Continue slow. Stay disciplined. Pry, pause, reassess. Force creates collapse. Communications ran through fragile hardware. Now it's a net of hazards.
Messages once left this room at the speed of light, too slow to outrun ice.
A single lever once carried whole lives in dots and dashes. Exit clean. No new disturbance, no new problems.
Correct corridor, en route. Correct marker, en route.
Wedges and beams create traps. Line first, body second. Trace evidence first, then, only if it's safe, the scene behind it.
Personal grooming items in a corridor suggest sudden flight. Order interrupted.
This is a resting place shaped by collapse. Respect is part of the protocol.
Documented, now we leave it exactly as found. Controlled access, cut small, never rip large. Cabins are silt traps. Keep the line high and your body centered.
Closed containers are where identity survives, if the silt sealed them. A monogram anchors a name to an event that tried to erase names.
Exit clean, no second silt out, no broken line.
Correct junction, en route.
Stairwell scene, en route.
Vertical spaces amplify risk. Gravity and silt work together.
Thicker silt means slower progress, and this is where visibility can vanish. Not every barrier is meant to be opened. Sometimes the safest decision is no.
Loose hardware becomes projectiles when current shifts. Move around it.
not through it. The order is always line first, then body, then tools. Clear, no scrape. That's how you keep the wreck from reacting. This is the ship's muscle. Power without motion, preserved by depth.
The machinery is enormous. Your suit is a speck. That's why control matters.
Names of builders endure, silent signatures on broken systems. Even maintenance tools become artifacts when the work is never finished.
Correct marker, route stays deliberate.
Return discipline prevents accidents when fatigue arrives.
Correct gap en route.
Reverse skills matter. Most emergencies end with backing out.
Same hazards, same solution. Repeat the safe route.
Correct bypass, en route. Vertical transitions are where fatigue creates mistakes. Slow is safety.
Stairwell confirmed, en route. Correct junction, en route.
Crack scene near the return route.
Correct marker. Route stays intentional.
Stay on the line. Bridge corridors look simple until they aren't.
Correct junction, en route.
Small corridors turn tiny mistakes into big consequences. This was a working community space, routine, hierarchy, and brief rests.
Small engravings turn anonymous objects into traceable lives.
If it's protected, leave it protected. Don't change the microenvironment. Exit clean. No new haze. Pantries are snag fields, hooks, edges, and loose panels.
Brands survive like fossils. Domestic life turned to mineral record.
Pinch point aheen, set up before you commit. Don't force it. Force turns a snag into a trap.
Correct handling. Back, re-angle, and try again.
Pinch cleared. Stay calm and keep the exit repeatable.
Correct junction, en route.
Stairwell scene, en route.
Slow descent, no contact, no cloud.
Lower corridors hold more silt. Every fin stroke is a decision.
Trace first, then we look and we leave.
A clasp tells you someone carried a life in their hands, even at the end.
Documented, now we leave it as a dignified sight, not a scene.
Porcelain breaks into shrapnel. Keep the line and suit away from it. Luxury becomes evidence. Tiny rituals preserved by depth.
Correct junction en route.
When the ship breathes with the current, visibility becomes fragile.
Crack seen near the exit route.
Repetition for navigation, novelty for exploration. That balance keeps us safe.
The wreck turns architecture into obstacles. Treat every flap as unstable.
Trace first, then only a careful look.
Single items like this mark where someone paused or fell. This is not an object. It's a person shaped into stillness by the wreck. Documented, leave it as a protected, respectful site. Same passage, same technique. Repeat the safe route. Clean exit. No contact, no cloud.
Correct junction en route.
Stairwell scene, en route.
When particles thicken, orientation becomes a timed skill.
Crack seen near exit. Exit marker set, correct line.
When the water turns to white, the line becomes your horizon.
Correct line, exit is this way.
Crack this close, near exit.
Correct marker, exit line confirmed.
Pulse down. Orientation restored. Correct technique, hands on the line, body quiet. Crack this close, near exit. Correct marker, exit line confirmed. Keep the line tight, flow zones steal attention.
When visibility recovers, confirm your anchors.
Stairwell scene, en route.
Slow transitions keep the wreck quiet. Correct corridor, en route. Correct marker, en route.
Markers are reassurance, then you keep moving. Correct junction, en route.
Repeatable anchors make the return predictable.
Stay off the seam. Gaps eat equipment.
Exiting can be harder than entering. Fatigue makes edges sharper.
Outside again, Use the hull as your compass. Exterior landmarks are simpler: metal, silt, and distance.
Correct marker, correct route.
Line integrity is safety, especially after low visibility events. Outside reduces hazards, but depth never forgives mistakes. Correct bearings. Stay methodical to the end.
Keep the ship on your left. Simple rules prevent complex errors.
Even outside, structural sounds can signal change, pause, and verify.
No visible movement. Continue, but stay conservative.
Avoid debris stacks. Collapse risk isn't only inside.
If the ship speaks twice, listen longer.
That's a warning. Tiny falls precede bigger shifts.
Increase standoff. Same direction, safer distance. When metal groans at depth, treat it as real information.
That's structural movement. Time to prioritize exit.
Plate vibration and falling dust. This is the ship telling us to go. Don't chase visibility. Chase distance from unstable structure. Clean retreat. No sudden moves. No new disturbance.
No further movement. Good. Keep leaving.
Distance is protection. Keep it. When structure becomes unstable, you stop being curious and start being careful.
The safest response to a warning is distance, not investigation.
Clean line, clean exit. Clear water is time. Use it to leave. Correct marker. Leaving the wreck behind. Maintain pace. Don't linger near an unstable structure.
Heading confirmed. Keep leaving.
The safest exit is boring. Let it be boring.
Scale is the lesson. Humans are small, and the ocean decides.
Leave the site intact. No new scars, no souvenirs. Use the line, not the fins, when the current plays.
Stability regained. Keep the exit uneventful.
Withdrawal complete in spirit. Now finish it in practice.
The right time to leave is when the ship tells you, today, it did.
Stability is visual. Always keep the ground in frame.
Wildlife here isn't a threat by intention, only by proximity.
Even far from the ship, the seafloor can cut and snag.
Leaving is all's preservation.
The line should guide you, not scar the seafloor. We confirmed the ship's internal layout by consistent landmarks and line discipline, and we proved how quickly it can turn hazardous. What remains unknown is still vast. Sealed spaces, hidden collapse zones,
And we leave now because safety, preservation of evidence, and respect for a resting place matter more than curiosity. Life persists here, fragile, slow, and easily smothered.
The human part tires, the procedure must not.
Current makes mistakes tempting. Resist the urge to kick. Keep the floor visible. Orientation is geometry, not guesswork.
Give animals space. Panic is the real hazard. Correct avoidance. Stop, let it pass, then move.
The story ends responsibly, with departure.
What we saw is enough to honor the truth. Fragile structure, human loss, and the ocean's patience.
The discipline that got us out is the discipline that ends the dive.
Clean water, keep it that way.
The last mistakes happen when people think it's over.
We came to witness, then we left before the ocean demanded payment.
The wreck remains, quiet, fragile, and deserving of restraint.
Evidence remains where it belongs, at depth, untouched, remembered.